Hey guys, it's me Parker. Welcome to my channel. I'm back. I've been gone for a long time. I had a baby. So I know I've said that before, but I am on mat leave now. I was working a lot before. I'm not now. So I will be back consistently, and I have a lot of new decks that I can't wait to share with you guys. So I'm just gonna jump right in. I'm doing sign readings today. First sign I cut to, the animals actually want to jump in today. So we'll see what animal energies want to represent, and if I have to pause the video, my apologies. Just go take care of my baby. Who am I reading for today? Who am I reading for today? Justice, Libra. Libra. Okay. Hello, Librans. What energies want to come out in the animal deck today for Libra? Messages for Libra. What animals are working with Libra in this reading? Okay, Nightingale. Air energy, it could be you. Nightingale is like, see that, like the song coming out of the bird's throat there. It's a very lit up energy. I might read that from the book for you. I have been away from my cards for a while. I actually wasn't going to include any animal energies at all for the first bit while I get back to it, but they did call out, so I was like, okay. Hawk, okay, more air energy. This is screaming messenger energy. I'm actually just going to take those two. Of course, you are an air sign. This is like just screams message. So I might pick through the book. Just give me 1 second. Actually, I left it over here the other day. I did one reading for myself before I did the channel readings, just to get, I hadn't touched my decks like at all in a year. Hawk. Watchful, all-seeing messenger of divinity. The sharp eyes of the hawk watch our every move. This keen-eyed bird has the ability to see every little detail as well as the bigger picture. When this card appears, fate has its eye on you, and the winds are shifting. It is said that the hawk carries news upon its wings and is sent from divinity itself to deliver it. The message should not be taken lightly, though it may seem small or insignificant, like this nightingale bird here. It will eventually redirect your course. It's a messenger card, but it is a divine bird, like a messenger of that kind of message. When in balance, sees clearly intuitive. Out of balance, sees too much, suspicious. To bring into balance, a perspective shift. So we'll look at the nightingale as well, since there's only two. Fearless voice, speech, communication, or song. I also am getting, like, these are both air cards, and you are an air sign. This could be you bringing this truth to others, coming from a very pure place. Fearless voice, speech, communication, or song. Some of you could be singers. The song of the nightingale is otherworldly. Again, there's a touch of divinity to this. This simple brown bird, almost unnoticeable among the flashy plumage of other birds, transports its listener into the realm of poetry. Nightingale energy is with us when we write, compose, and especially when we sing. It reminds us that music heals the deepest wounds. The card indicates a need to open the bridge between the heart and the voice. Is there something you need to say? How long has it been since you sang? Turn it up, write it down, let it out. In balance, sings, speaks freely with kindness. I'm getting justness with this, like what's in line with the best for everyone, like bringing it to other people. Out of balance, shy, lump in the throat, and music. Okay. So let's look at the nightingale first. On the bottom, wow, hawk and eagle. This is the messenger of the divine. That's a lot of, there's communication, the throat chakra indicative in this, but this is like the solar masculine, that's the sun. This is like swift action too, and there's a sense of individuality too. We have this underneath. This is all about like having a spine, like acting in alignment with, that's the 7 chakras going up his spine there. This is like a card of magic and myth as well. Like the unicorn's a mythical being. This is the element of ether. So spirit's like all over this reading. But eagle and hawk, there's a big divine truth here with the solar masculine of cheetah. That's like fast motion, like bringing that message or that truth. Could be coming into you, but you could also be the one bringing this to other people. So let's look at the nightingale. For some of you, you're leaders, and this has to do with a message for the whole world. Like that's the nightingale standing on top of, I don't always see the earth, but I just saw a card. It was the 2 of Wands, which talks about picking a path or walking a path. But he was holding a globe in his hand. This could be like, some of you are leaders and your message is far reaching or global even. Tell me about nightingale for Libra, please. Nightingale, do not hold yourself back on this truth. Nightingale, please, for Libra. What is the nightingale regarding for Libra, please? Some of you maybe have tried to speak on this or step out into this position before. For some of you, you could be artists, you could be a musician, but that has led to hurt, or you're letting past pain hold you back, or insecurity. Tell me about nightingale for Libra. Wow, that's a horizon there. So that 2 of Wands that I saw is progressing into the 3 of Wands. I'm also getting to maybe this energy meeting you, like you set this in motion and it answers the call. But this is like looking out onto a horizon, and the 2 of Wands progressing into the 3 is like the globe at your fingertips, right? And then picking that path and dedicating yourself to it, or sitting in that. And the 3 is kind of when it meets you in that energy, or you've picked your path, you're now on it, you're moving towards that horizon, but that's like the whole world. And I'm just seeing this as, I'm seeing it as you. If it's someone else around you, that could be, but for the sake of the reading, we'll say it's you. Again, it could be someone around you, but sitting in that path. And I'm just seeing this as the nightingale energy, just like beaconing that out. And then this energy is meeting you or this person in that. 2 to the 3, there's a hermit. There's a very tired energy underneath that, not taking an opportunity and seizing an opportunity. The 4 of Cups is underneath that, and there is that hurt. So for some of you, definitely you've been hurt in the past and you're like, I'm not doing that again. I'm not taking an opportunity or a risk, or I'm, even if it's like literally meeting you halfway here, don't let you hold yourself back here. This is like a very guarded, like hermit, major for Virgo. That is a very secluded energy. This is others. Remember, I was getting that like right off the bat. This is like very, and this is a tired energy. Like, I don't have much push left. I'm weary. I'm almost defenseless at this point. Turning inward. Interesting. Okay. Let's look at this Three of Wands. Oh, it's the Fool. It just totally is the Fool. And again, stepping over. Oh, some of you might have to step away. That secluded, hermity energy, you might have to remove yourself from something that is draining your energy. But I'm just seeing that as like the presence of the past, or that loss, or you know, whatever hurt you in the past that is being held on to here, holding you back. It's more of a holding back energy. But this is like stepping over that. Like, I'm actually seeing the Fool as like with that head up energy. Like, I'm seeing a vision of like literally the Fool like stepping over with a giant foot and like moving forward, like stepping off, stepping right over that. This sad, broken-hearted or lost energy, because the Five of Cups doesn't see the two cups in the background. It's like just seeing the spilled cups, right? Just like seizing the cups. There's a Knight of Swords with the Three of Wands underneath that. That's communication and action. I'm seeing that like a voice, like communications highlighted really hugely here. But that's like, like into the new horizon kind of energy. Like, and there's like with that bird energy, there's like a wee like energy about it too. A free energy. Interesting. The Fool. Also with that forlorn energy, some of you might be feeling like you'll be perceived like a fool, especially for those in that musician camp. Don't let that stop you for sure. And if it is music or any kind of truth that really needs to come out, like keeping that to yourself, bottling that up, like this is like a very let loose energy. And again, the hawk and cheetah, unicorn, and eagle, there's like, it's like meeting in that energy or stepping into something bigger and reaching other people. Tell me more about the Fool, Nightingale energy for Libra, and then we'll look at Hawk. Tell me more about this Fool. Oh, I just saw the Daughter of Swords, and it's feeling to me like the Page of Swords, which is like, this energy might not be so past as I was thinking of, like letting something stop you or deter you. It could be like as you're doing this, something that is very small and insignificant, like those little cups on the ground. You have to get over that as you step into that and not let it. This might be either something from the past, but I'm almost seeing it more as like a stepping stone that you have to cross, it, like jump over. It's like something small that you're seeing or hearing, a small deterrent. You have to like just jump over that or like fly over it. For some of you, it's a big hurdle, and that's the Nightingale, like literally jumping out onto the edge of the earth. The edge of the earth. That's funny. It might feel that way. Especially if you are a hermity person. If you're not a very... I heard demanding, but like confident person, you know what I mean? The world. Wow, C is the world. It's really, like, this just has, like, far-reaching energy all over it. Like, it will affect other people or the world itself. Tell me more about the Fool and the Nightingale for Libra. The Fool and Nightingale for Libra, please. Wow. The Lovers and the Ace of Wands. 1, 2, 3 of Wands. There's that guarded energy on the bottom. Yeah. I'm getting perception off this High Priestess. I did see the High Priestess in its underlying, or was underlying on a cut when I was talking about the cards on them. Why am I blanking? Anyways, this deck. It's like the deck of tarot. Whatever. It was underlying and it was very present. This is like that guarded, solo, hermity energy, very guarded. And there's that looking at that loss. Again, for some of you, you're seeing this come up as you're stepping into this energy and you have to step over it to get into that place and bring this message or own it. For some of you, it's what's holding you back is the past or memories or fear of loss, or I just heard abandonment. This could also be like analysis paralysis, where it's more a loss of like losing this opportunity or being guarded from it could lead to a loss. This is like, but with the High Priestess and the Hermit, that is very intuitive energy of like connecting to higher purpose. Again, that message of Hawk. For some of you, you might not even know what this is yet that you have to act on. Could be in that place of just guarded away, figuring this out. But for some of you, it's being guarded or holding yourself back. It's going to lead to loss, or it's being caused by the perception of a loss or past loss. Something, again, could be coming up as you step into this, but we do have progression here. The 4 and 5 of Cups is all over this, especially the 5 of Cups, which is that lost, again, past or present. But the 4 of Cups preceding it is a missed opportunity. Some of you, this energy is trying to meet you and you're just not stepping into it like that Fool energy. But that's underlying. That's like the self. But look at this, Ace of Wands, so minor arcana, start of the wand cycle, so Ace, 1, 2, 3 of Wands, that meeting in that energy, that's stepping out onto the horizon. Again, communication is heavily indicated here. If this is you and you're halting on this, you could be having major issues with your throat chakra, throat hurting, I'm getting like, it might feel like that too. That could be, again, connected to confidence for those of you where that's the hurdle. But wow, the Lovers, that's a decision and that's a path too. That's definitely like the Lovers, the Ace, 2, 3 of Wands, that's picking a path for sure. And with the progression, staying on it, it's like, okay, I did the thing. I took the initial step. And then the 2 of Wands is like, the Ace of Wands is like, okay, I'm going to do this thing, right? I'm going to go start this project, or I'm going to share my truth. It could be relating to someone in your life too. I'm going to break out of this inner sanctum energy. And then the 2 is like you're jumping over the cups, and then 3 is like you land on the other side, and it's like, oh, I'm here now, I did the thing, hello, I'm on the other side, I'm broadcasting to the whole world, I jumped up on the ledge, I jumped up on the edge of the earth, right? Um, for some of you, it's a friend holding you back. For some of you, just because I saw the dog, that's like companion energy, or someone very loyal. You may have to step away from a loyalty here of sorts, but look how small that dog is in the grand scheme of things, right? And like look at how the light is like beaming from that card as well as that card too. That's just a message for some of you. But the Lovers is like very indicative. With the Two of Wands, it's like a choice energy or a path. It's like the Lovers, the two, the masculine and feminine united, right? It's a path energy. So again, a choice to do this, to break free, speak your truth, invest in an outcome. For sure, some of you may have to break loyalties to do that. Okay. So let's look at the Hawk energy. This is again for some of you. Maybe we'll get more clarity on this, but for some of you, it's like that is you are the Hawk and you're bringing this to other people, and it's going to have a massive impact on the world or your world around you. For others, it's in the Three of Wands looking to the horizon. It's the divine racing to meet you in that energy, and you're holding fast in that, and it's meeting you, and there is like a mythical creative energy with that. Again, underneath that, the stingray, the card of holding your own, being true to your colors, to your creativity. Okay, let's look at Hawk. There's that Seven of Wands, that really guarded energy. There's like a fire. Some of you are in that place because you're protecting or harboring that energy as well too. Timing may be involved here as well, or you're defending it. This is a defensive card, but look at that wand, right? That's for some of you. For some of you too, this is like the walls around you when you're in that like very solo. I just heard lonesome, especially with that. Like, and especially if you're in a really lonely place, like, because the Five of Cups can be a card of heartbreak and loneliness. You know, when you're holed up in that place and guarded to the world around you, it can be really hard to seize this kind of energy. But it is here for sure. And if that's the loyalty that's being needed to step over, it could be loyalty to loneliness as well. So let's look at Hawk. Oh, King of Cups. Wow. Wow, another bird. King of Cups, that's talk about mastery of loyalty to loneliness. The King of Cups is, I wish I had the animal card or deck book with me because I would read that to you guys. That is like total control over your emotions. Mastering that. So for some of you, that is the message, is that's the loyalty that you're going to have to surmount here, and gain mastery over, control over. But also the King of Cups, coming from a masculine perspective, from a giving or action oriented masculine energy. That's action, right? That is it's the highest of the cups, which is the heart, emotion, compassion. I like that that's coming out, because that's like very in tune with the heart space or the dominion of controlling that. That's like, anyways, we have the Seven of Cups with the the Devil is underneath that, with a Page of Cups, and again that the Swords, the Page of Swords. In this deck, the Empress is underneath that as well. Yeah, when I'm getting a few things, so just bear with me. So the Empress is a receptive state, right? Like that hermit, guarded place, right? Again, I saw this earlier as the Page of Swords, and it's like seeing a little detail, or that dog you have to jump over, that the cups, those cups again past, or it's coming up as you're making this transition. You're sitting in this, you see this or the potential for this, and that's kind of what's holding you back here. That's kind of what I'm getting. Could be all in perspective. Could also be something that you hear physically. Communication's all over this. But I'm just seeing this as totally like either that's a very watchful eye, that watchful eye energy, and that flame being harbored, remember? The one that was sticking out, defending that. Or there's, so that's like this Empress in this receptive state, very creative, fertile energy before stepping out as this hawk, or it's meeting you because you're the Empress and feminine, receptive energy, receiving it. You're, you know, again, this is indicative of communication. It's ideas sometimes too. This is like before this happens, right? And you step out of that and you're either, it's going to meet you in this energy, but again, there's this element of either you're perceiving something real or concerning your confidence or whatever's holding you back here. Again, this could be a person. This can be a spying energy. It can be a looking energy. It's an inquisitive energy, right? Again, holding up with that, this guarded inner sanctum energy, and looking, seeing, either seeing again the opportunity to jump into this and getting deterred by something. It's a minor hurdle, might not seem like it at the time, or this is you seeing your loyalty to that sadness or that person. Underneath that we have, or just above that, is kind of looking at the Devil and the Son of Cups on the Page of Cups. So that's like very, I'm just getting immature energy with this Devil, right? But again, this is like attachment. I'm hearing brooding. Some of you are brooding in this loyalty to your sadness. Or it will cause sadness, either to lose this opportunity or because you have to let something go. This is attachment, right? But also moving into the Father of Cups, the King of Cups, from a Page of Cups, a Sun no less, so masculine energy. That's like totally breaking free from attachment or binding energy, whatever is holding you back here. And then we have the Queen of Wands with the Seven of Cups. So that's like a lot of options. That's like fantasies. With some of you are totally manifesting this too. Well, I mean, manifestations all over this, but with that hold up place, some of you are calling this into, but Mother of Wands, so Queen of Wands, that's very charismatic energy. This is like magician energy, like manifestation. And again, that Three of Wands, like that is the manifestation. That's it's meeting you, right? So this is the underlying energy for this kind of meeting you. I'm seeing this as like you bringing it in. You bringing it in, but again, this can be quite the leader energy too. And this is a lot of cups, a lot of options. Again, for some of you affecting the world, this can be leader energy, and this is like a lot of cups, like fantasy. It can be illusion. If it's speaking from an illusory perspective, we're talking about this deterrent on the road, right? And overcoming that can be cunning too. Using cunning to do so, but this is just many options in the clouds. I'm seeing this as the earth between the sun and moon, right? Manifesting. That's interesting. So let's look once more at the Hawk and King of Cups. King of Wands. My baby's waking up, so I hope I can finish this right away. Let's look at Hawk and King of Cups for Libra, please. There is celebration here, and others are involved too. Justice. Bringing justice to a situation too. The Star. I am getting wish fulfillment off of this too. Like really going for it with that Fool energy. Hawk and King of Cups, please, for Libra. To end the reading. Tell me more about this energy. Oh, giving and receiving for sure. And some of you are so held back from it, but letting this go, stepping into this, a Page of Wands, that's a card of communication and passion and not innovation, creativity. This is like a gift to the world. Giving and receiving. And it's a balanced card of giving and receiving, but they are feeding the less fortunate there. Like, it is a gift. It's a card of gifts. Tell me more of how, and maybe the more you invest in this, it just breeds, right? It breeds this energy, this momentum. The more you step into it, the more it's going to meet you. It's just going to breed itself. Okay. One last message, please, for Hawk. That's a creative. And an energy of ideas presenting. Tell me about Hawk and King of Cups for Libra. Ooh, wow. There you are on the bottom. Justice, that balance. The sky. I was going to point that out in the card. That's funny. This came out upside down. Oh, two of them came out upside down. Okay, interesting. Okay. That's interesting. So this is like a loss of victory here. This is definitely like when it's in upright, it's like overcoming chaos, overcoming strife, victory totally. Riding home with the spoils of winning the war, but it's coming out in reverse with the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords in reverse. So the Ten of Swords upright is like the end of the sword cycle, but that person is done. Like, there's a lot of swords in their back. That hurts. That shit is painful, especially mentally, or you could be like sick to death of talking something out. Communicating something or thinking about something. Again, for some of you, with this in reverse, it's like the lack of finishing this cycle, or something's just done. Like, it's so done to death, and there's a lack of victory there, a lack of momentum. That could be those of you that are stalling in that held back loyalty to sorrow energy. This, I'm just seeing this as the stone, the cups, whatever the cups that needs to be jumped over. And again, this could be someone in your life that's going through this. You could be watching them go through this. This to me looks like the cups that they're having to jump over. And then the Two of Swords. This is like stalemate energy. Minor for Libra. Moon in Libra, sorry. But this is like between two minds not moving anywhere. I'm curious about that. Justice. Queen of Swords. Wow, communication. Really owning your power. Really, this is like the card of being single, fruitful, love and life, looking good while doing it, like totally owning yourself. That's you. I'm seeing with this justice energy. Justice is exactly what it sounds like. This is probably you guys. And then this Queen of Swords, that's communication. That is the Nightingale. Big time for sure, bringing balance to something. And underneath that, we do have the Three of Pentacles. The Moon is underneath that with a King of Swords. Interesting. The Hawk. Some of you, this could be spilling secrets or illuminating something, putting clarity to something that was previously unknown or like just held to yourself. That's the King to the Queen of communication, thought. This is other people, building with other people, or this is a plan, or this is just the general energy of the universe, an opportunity working with you behind the scenes to meet you in this energy when you step out onto that cliff or step over this hurdle. We kind of looked at what that might look like for you, whatever this represents. The Five of Cups. Again, some of you it's confidence, some of you it's this energy's coming up as you're stepping into this. Some of you, this is that loyalty energy. This could be a person in your life, a situation, could be a lot of things. That loyalty looks different to some of you in that boat. And this is like standing still between two minds, blindfolded, right? This is, I'm seeing as you, as the Nightingale. And for some of you, like, communication is indicated big time. Some of you, this is like you really owning yourself in it, and you're like a musician or you're a poet even, a visionary, you know, and then bringing balance. So giving that out, receiving that back from the Hawk. It's going to work with you. For some of you, this is, again, spilling your truth, and that's like the Hawk is the evolution of the Nightingale. Again, for some of you, I said that is your truth. And you are all of these cards, and this is being honest with that other person, what have you. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there because I feel like I could ramble forever, and the messages that wanted to come out pretty much came out. You guys can always comment down below too, if you have questions about what that might look like for you or your situation, even if you have like a burner account or something. But yeah, feel free, if you guys do ever have questions, just like write them in the comments, and I could let you know kind of how that might apply to you, you know, if I remember the reading. But I'm sure, you know, I will. If you guys comment, I'll refresh myself and be like, oh, that definitely this energy is speaking to that. I think that's what it's referring to in this situation. But yeah, that's all for today. Feels really good to be back. Again, I have a lot of new decks. I can't wait to work with them and work with you guys. Until next time, take care.